somebody can reply from the office as well. So today lesson, of course, is focus on LO1. So before starting this unit, we'll discuss what we're supposed to be covered, what we're supposed to be learn under this unit. So this unit is consists of 4 learning outcomes. So learning outcome, and the aim of this unit is to develop learner understanding about internal and external audit. What is the difference between internal and external? What do you think?
Internal is basically within the company, whereas external is how does it relate to the stakeholders who are interested.
Okay, brilliant. External is outside. Yes, internal is within a company. And this learner will consider the legal and professional requirement to review the risk involved, external audit process. So that's the key purpose. And this is the level 6 is a 20 credit unit, is a mandatory unit. We're supposed to assessment criteria only pass or refer. There is a no merit, no distinction for this unit. So this learning outcome 2 will go through external audit, legal requirement, professional. We can discuss about audit standard. Then the lesson 3 will go through risk and different risk involved, how audit can help to minimize the risk. The lesson 4 will go through again external audit practices and how these practices can help to minimize the risk, and various companies and various issues within an external audit as well. Audit mean the checking the accuracy in the book of account. Audit mean what we are saying same thing we are doing, what we are telling people it should be. We have a same thing in our organization. So that's so that's aim of this unit. And today is of course we have 4 assessment criteria: explain, outline, review, and outline. So these are the command verb, and we're supposed to go through these 4 assessment criteria today lesson. So we have learning outcome 1 is reasons for internal audit. You maintain the system of control within a business, document system, internal control to evaluate internal control. So we'll go through the reasons for internal audit. We'll go through internal audit principles, limitation, types of control we can, and different types of control I will go through some examples. Internal audit technique, yes, audit strategy, audit assignment, IT, compliance. These are the reason and different system and the flow chart we can develop in our organization to go through the audit techniques. The last difference between internal and external audit. So that's our inductive content, what we're supposed to be learn, what are the key points within our learning outcome 1, those we're supposed to be addressed. So let's go back to our slides. Okay, as mentioned the internal audit and the purpose of this unit to do. Okay, so what you know about audit? So what is audit then? If scale 1 to 10, what do you know about already audit? How you can rate yourself internal audit? How much knowledge you have is if you do 1 to 10. So we'll see at the end what you know then.
So I think it's about 3 or 2. That much.
Okay, 3 and 2. Okay, so we need to 3 and 2. Yes, that's fine, because you never learn about audit, but you have a general concept. Audit means checking the accuracy. Yes, the word audit is derived from the Latin word adere. Adere means to check the accuracy in the book of account. Yes. So somebody will check, or you check yourself. Huh? That's the audit. Audit is very important to look and take the corrective action. So we have inductive content, which I mentioned you. We have the 3 these 4 assessment criteria within this learning outcome. So first is explain the reason for internal audit. So the role of internal audit is to provide the independent assurance. So audit is always independent. So that's why the auditor have a lot of power. So especially in developing countries, yes, people keep quite close relationship with auditors. Yes, those people do audit. The reason is behind they think the relationship will help them to hide the things as well. Yes, we shouldn't be. Audit is independent. It give the true and fair. So what we learn in accounts, information need to be true. Yes, and fair. Yes.
Yes.
So auditor should comply it. So independent. What is independent? Independency. Okay. We learn about PPCIO, PIPCO. Yes.
Yes.
Do you remember what this word was? Popular people. Yes. Chat in office. Yes. So we learn 5 professional code of ethics. Yes.
Yes.
Code of ethics. What those are? Do you remember? Yes.
Okay. Maintain integrity.
Yes, good. We discussed integrity. First was the professional behavior.
Yes.
Second, we discuss, if you go same sequence, professional compete. So we can say professional, yes,
Yes.
competency and due care, yes. It means up
Yes.
to date knowledge. We discuss about confidentiality, yes.
Yeah.
We discuss about integrity, and we
Yes.
discuss about objectivity, yes.
Yeah.
So these are, so independent mean you not compromise anything. So let's say somebody give you free holidays, yes, free holidays because you're a debtor, you can take holidays, yes. We'll pay your holidays, yes, no problem. You can take all your family. What you will do? Can you take the gift? Gift is a holidays, yes, package they're giving you free. Can you take it the gift?
Yes.
Okay, when we take the gift, maybe we're not independent, yes. Why they
Yeah.
giving the free holidays? Yes, because they want
Yes.
to give the audit report. I write the report according to their wish. Yes. So
Yeah.
always you need to be make sure you use the professional judgment. Yes. What you use? Professional judgment. We can take the gift. There is a no rule such, but you use the professional judgment. No one compromise your professional competencies. Yes. Independence. Yes. You need to make sure. Organizational risk can be minimized if you have a independent opinion. Yes, internal
Yes.
control. Audit is the internal control. It brings the accuracy in the business operation. Internal audit deal with the issue that the fundamentally important survival and the prosperity of the organization. That's why we do audit. What is survival, prosperity can be bring. If we don't do audit, we can't. Unlike external auditors, they took beyond the financial risk. They not look the financial risk. They consider the wider issues, reputation, growth, impact on environment, external audit. So internal is more about sustainability, prosperity of organization. We are following the rules or not. Yes.
Yeah.
Any question?
No, this is perfectly clear.
Okay, great. So what we said, audit is assurance. Engagement is carried out by the auditor to give the independent opinion. So your internal audit department even should be separate. Yes. Under the Company Act, all company have an audit, but they have internal audit will help to be external audit. So internally you rectify the thing. Nobody tell you because you have internally control. You use your resources effectively. Internal auditors also can create a report, but externally the by law you have to do. If your turnover 250,000 or more as a company, you should have a externally audit your accounts. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Internal audit activity, assessing the corporate governance best practices, governance, how your company run, how your company control, what are the risks of fraud there? Is it a detail or the CEO of the company is taking money, getting loan, going on a holidays, giving the bonus to themselves, not paying fair wages. So reliability of the financial and operating value for money, assessing the compliance and the law, prevention and detection of the fraud. That's why we want internal audit, fraud investigations. Like, you bought a stock from your family friends. We learn about threats. Do you remember we discussed about threats? Yes. So as I did, internal audit minimize the threat. Self-interest, directly buying the things from the company which is someone very close relative. Yes. Because the back they get the commission. Self-review is a data checking own work. Yes, that's not. Intimidation. Intimidate mean if you don't do it, you will be out of the job. Internal audit look around. Yes, somebody intimidate your senior to junior, you must do this way. Yes,
Yes.
advocacy. So these are the threads: self-interest, self-review, intimidation, advocacy, and familiarity. If you're quite familiar, maybe as a editor now you not give the, so you need to be make sure. Yes, we give the independent opinion. Yes, not close relationship with it. So that's the independent people can be select. So IT system and the contract audit, all we need to go through. Then of the advantage and disadvantage of internal audit. Advantage is more independency than in a house department. So you have a separate audit department within a company. Maybe you can hire people outside. They come and look around your processes. In school, in hospital, if let's say in hospital they don't do audit, maybe the medicine expired. They are using and giving to the patient. So that's why internal audit is very important to look around the problem in our organization. Yes. Higher quality, more flexibility, expert training, professional firm have a ethical standard, they set it. Disadvantage maybe sometime internal audit, lack of intimate knowledge about the business and the employees, not directly under the control of the company. Professional fees maybe tend to be very high if you give the external internal audit to someone. So these are the reasons we do. Okay, any question?
Yeah. Is fraud very common with audit?
Okay, a detailed job to be detect the fraud, control the fraud. That's why we're doing audit. If a debtor is him or herself involved in the fraud, yes, then it means
Because
no point of audit. Yes, so that's why a
yeah,
debtor should be independent, not family friend, not close relative, not implies. Yes, so is the
yeah,
independent or within a company you set up independent department do the audit. Your quality inspector, yes, come to you and check your quality. Yes. What is
yeah,
the purpose? Unfortunate is because that's the integrity honest, maybe the people not in a way, yes.
yeah,
That's why the problem in our organization and the money laundering and various other things. Yes. And especially in the developing countries. Corruptions and things happening. Yes. If we are audited, they can deduct it the fraud, where the money gone, where you spend it, where invoice it, how you decide is this tender to give to whom. Yes, these sort of the issues can be addressed. Okay. Monitoring the financial reporting process. Who going to report home? How often you do report? Either report and in the report the what action were recommended, you took it or not. Monitor the effectiveness of company internal control. Internal audit and the risk management system will help us to minimize the risk. Where there is a no internal audit function, the audit committee consider annually whether there need to be an internal audit function to make the recommendation. So even your external auditors can give, you should set the internal audit department. Yes. So internal audit always earlier deduct, because external audit once a year when you submit your accounts, yes, and very limited time. But internal audit move, they can go to in different department, they can look around the function, they can look around the processes, they can detect the fraud, they can minimize the risk is the probability of happening something. So where there is a no internal audit, there is a reason for the absence of such function should be explained in the relevant section of the annual reports. Yes, you should explain why you don't have an internal audit. So if you have an internal audit, they increase the goodwill of the company, increase the credibility of the company. The bank have a more trust on it. They give you the lenders, give you the loan. You have a good credit control. Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, maybe you give the credit to your family friend more than someone else. You don't have a criteria. So corporate governance is about to ensuring the companies run best interest of the stakeholders. So audit and the control will help us. Structure, yes, we can discuss we can go through. However, it is not sufficient to be simply mechanism in place to manage the business. We need to look around effectiveness. We need to be regular assess. All the system need a form of monitoring and feedback. And the role of external audit is this, yes, monitoring and feedback. So having internal audit department is generally considered the best practices, yes, rather than, yes, maybe we can say, the vouchering, or we have a petty cash, anybody can draw the money from the petty cash. So when we have, maybe we can introduce the vouchering system. If you draw more than 10 pounds, somebody should be counter sign it, your department, yes, you should have a receipt attach it where you spend that pound, yes, otherwise, and will carry on topping up, people carry on taking the money. This allows the flexibility of internal audit to establish suit the needs of the business. In the small owner manage the business, there is unlikely to be need of internal audit. But the big companies, maybe the one person look after themselves, shop owner. Why you keep a separate department for audit? You know what you bought, what you spent, where your things are gone. Yeah. Any question on this?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so internal audit depends upon the scale, diversity, complexity of the activity, the number of employees, the cost and benefit consideration we do. Your benefit should be more than the cost of internal audit. Yes. If you deduct the fraud of £10, but you spend £100 to deduct the fraud, yes. So it is a cost more than the benefit. But you need to be develop the system. But if you don't do it now, it can become risk for future. Okay, next, audit is all about the risk assessment, overall responses. You need to be look around the test of control. So you look around this different sample responding to the risk. Test of control, they already deal with, which will go through in the further, the test. And the test of control is all about the auditor's assessment of the risk. If your internal auditors operating effectively, perform the test of control. Like you purchase the good, who raised the purchase order, where the purchase order, who sign it, when you make the payments, where the goods, where the delivery notes, this type of audit, internal control, yes. Okay, we have assertions, yes, substantial procedures need to be in place. So look around the analytical, look around numerical, you look in inquiry, look around external confirmation, inspection, observation, recall, utilization, performance. So all this is crucial for internal audit or external audit as well. Yes. Okay. Analytical procedures more will go through under the external audit, but we can use it. Is it reliable, the information giving? Is it relevant? Is it available? Is help to be minimize the risk or not? Okay, responding to the risk. You always risk. A couple of approaches we'll go through. One of approach is called Tara and Sara approach. Yes, Tara is transfer. Yes, avoid. Yes, you can avoid risk if you don't do business. Yes,
Yeah.
Response to risk. Maybe assess, yes, of your risk. So you always Sarah is also share risk with somebody. Avoid risk, response risk, yes, those so you have to be, which will go through these approaches. We'll try to apply them into our next lesson. So risk is the probability of happening. So we can look around the practical technique, accounting ratios, like that will help us. We can look around where is the liquidity, performance, all these ratios. Yeah. Okay, sampling. Maybe we can pick some sample invoices and we can look around why. Yes, where they, why not this the sequence of the invoice where the 100 you have you started from the one numbering. It should be continuity, not every month we start from the zero again. Invoices should be a sequence so we can trace it within the system, even in the IT system. Yes, sampling will help. So always look around what type of sample you use. Random sampling, systematic, or composite. So we need to look around the qualitative and quantitative. We need to be measure it. Any question on this? If
No,
we
this
look
is
more,
clear.
okay. Then 1.3 is the review internal audit technique. What are the internal audit technique? The set of the requirement relating to the composition of the function audit committee. So you have to look around what function you monitor the financial reporting process, monitoring the effectiveness of the company. Yes, both internal and external audit. So you look around the risk and we use different techniques to use it, which we'll go through in the next slide. Okay, any question there?
Could you go back to the 1.3 slide? I didn't understand one.
Yes,
Uh,
1.3, this one, yes.
uh, yeah, the fourth point, I didn't understand that.
Okay, 4 point, where there is a no audit function, yes.
Yeah, that one.
So the audit committee should be considered. You have a committee. In the committee can be different members. It can be executive or non-executive. It can be employees. It can be outsider. It can be volunteer. Yes.
Yeah,
It can be people from different. Yes. To run and check the audit and give the recommendation that your audit department is a poor. It should be more representation. Yeah. You have a quality inspector. You have a math background. You have accounting background. You have a tender background. Yes, people, so you can understand betterly and they can give the reports effectively. It makes sense, yes?
yeah. But I also heard cases where in some cases the one member of the audit committee is bribed to make it look as a good situation. Is that common?
It is unfortunate, is a common, but this is a illegal, yes? It's
Yeah, it's
come,
illegal.
it's come under fraud. If the fraud is a happen, they can be charged as a criminal. You're right, it used to be happen, it's carry on happening, yes? But lot of new audit standard been introduced, yes?
Yeah.
So we look, the following lesson standard. So one of the corporate governance standard report is called Sarbanes-Oxley Act 2002. Yes. After the
Yeah.
Enron or World Telecom collapse in America, so the company is showed the profit in the million, but after a few months they can't. So they gave the corporate governance report, the poor governance, that's the reason many people lost their job. Many people, the company can't it. Yes. So that's
Yes.
the reason it's happening. So these are the governance reports. We can. We'll go through the further point. There are the number of techniques auditor can apply. Yes. Some is a prevent illegal actions taking. Auditor may be recommend increasing the security of accounting software. Maybe anybody can set a company. Anybody can issue the invoice. Yes, anybody
Yes.
can. If the same person issue invoice, same person is paying it. Same person is working in the purchasing department, same person in the finance department. Yes.
Yes.
So it should be different people. Yes, to minimize the risk. Are techniques to detect incorrect illegal action. So a detailed cross check. Yes. So one technique of audit is a cross check. Yes.
Yeah.
Pick 10% invoices and cross check from who sold it, yes, to whom we bought it. Go in your warehouse, check it. Is this your delivery note and check it the stock is in the warehouse or just is a fake piece of paper. That's a detailed job to do so, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
To check, that's why. Then the rectified action incorrect illegal, yes. A debtor may be asked to modify the payroll because why you pay through cash, yes. Maybe we'll
Yes.
ask to bank transfer. Yes, because in the cash is a lot of fraud can be. Okay. Then the technique of debtor have to be codified in international professional body, which is called Committee of Sponsoring Organization, Tradeway Commission, COSO. Is US-based joint initiative accounting and audit organization which is formed in 1985 is main development in the framework integrated internal control widely acceptable worldwide, yes, a process of entity director management, yes, they're all representation in it, and it contains the detailed recommendation of internal control. It includes the control environment and risk management in the system. Information system and control, yes, should be in place. Okay. Then we have other in public sector organization. In public, yes, we know private sector, public sector, PLC. They should have a assurance audit standard. They have a quality audit standard. They have to be focused on the 5 components. Input, yes, should be appropriate value, should be follow the ethics, should be attitudes, should be knowledge, should be skill, should be experience. Auditor should check all these. Processes, a auditor look the standard against the legislation. A auditor look the output, yes, where you consume it, why you consume the money. A auditor look the contextualized factor, yes, cross, environmental, all processes. Okay. Interaction, a debtor should be deal with the different actors in the manager, regulatory, ask employees, observe, ask supplier, ask customer. So that will help to address the issue. That's the techniques we can use. Okay, next we look in 1.4, outline the difference between internal and external audit. So what is the difference between internal and external? In the common, internal is within an organization, yes? External is a so local authorities under the particular insured, the services is the best for the local public. They can do the so greater focus on the cost and efficiency. Looking the staff, looking the risk of the turnover, looking the specialist skill, looking the cost of permanent staff, looking the many independencies, we're looking to reduce it. That's all the advantage of internal. So we can summarize it. What are the advantage internal and external audit? So what we said internal is the objective, express opinion, growth fairness, yes? That's the external. But internal is improve the operational efficiency, the effectiveness. Do we know efficiency and effectiveness? What is the difference? We discussed, I think, so 3 E's in the past, yes?
Yes. I think effectiveness
Effectiveness
is
is according to the benchmark, yes?
yes.
If you don't. We discuss economy is more than the benchmark, yes?
Yes.
We discuss efficiency is mean you have a zero fraud, yes?
Yes.
So you're very efficient. Reporting external is always look the reporting to the shareholder, but internal is reporting to the management, yes? Ability report is a publicly available external, but internal is not available publicly. Scope of audit is verify the truth, fairness, but the scope of audit is more management requirement, yes?
Yes.
Appointment and removal, the shareholders can select the external auditors, but internal auditors by audit committee, yes, in the board of directors. The relationship, the company, they have independent, but in the internal audit can be employees of the company, yes? maybe from different department. So maybe they have some loyalties with that department if they do audit. They not highlight their mistakes. Huh? Okay. Some disadvantage can be internal audit. That's a conflict of interest. But like you work in the past in the accounting department, you said you used to be you prepare your accounts yourself, and now you move to audit department and you checking your own work. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's these sort of the risk, these sort of the disadvantages. There can be a risk there. There can be a flexibility availability of it. So we need to be make sure it won't be happen. Any question?
No, it's perfectly clear.
Okay. So what we'll do, we'll quickly, can you, if you can join, I'm not sure your end allow you. Can you we do the quiz quick, audit? Yes.
Okay.
Internal audit quiz, please. So just like type it Kahoot it, please.
So I take this and put it on my computer.
I'm going to, in your computer, you just type Kahoot it, please. I'll send you the link. You can click it, yes.
Yeah.
So click this one, yes. Enter the PIN number. Which is PIN is, and your nickname you can enter, or your name.
Yeah, what's the pin? 495.
Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. I'm entering the pin.
So I send you the PIN in your chat as well, yes.
Yeah, I'm opening it.
Oh, you're opening. Oh, good. You're there now. Okay, let's all play.
Okay.
So we're looking this UK Versity Diploma in Accounting and Business internal audit, yes. And we're looking what is the maximum output process of the facility could achieve under normal condition is called what? You're doing what sort of audit is it? Is it
I'm
capacity
seeing.
utilization?
I'm seeing. Oh, okay.
Oh, you have to look around the separate window. You need to click one screen and click other one. Oh, now you missed it. You
Okay.
have to one. Yes, you need to be move around clicking. Can you see my? I'll
Okay.
click here. I'll click there to
Yeah.
answer.
Okay. Okay.
So that's okay. Next, financial ratios is a strength and weaknesses other functional area of organization. Is it true or false? Okay, good. Okay, next. Functional area comprise of the financial decision, dividend and derivative decisions. Yes, this can be part of the audit. Yes.
Yeah.
It's quick. Yes. Okay, no
Okay.
problem. Uh, Staff is one function of management. Is it true or false? You're doing audit of various things is a function internal. You're right. Good. Well done. Okay, next. Marketing have 8 basic functions. Is it true or false? You learn about maybe little bit marketing. We'll see. It's excellent. Okay. Company receive total wages weighted score above performance internally. Yes. For through your internal audit, weightage average. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. No problem. That's fine. Internal resources of resource-based view. One of technique we discuss in one of your that we use for audit to reuse the resources effectively. Yeah. This is all a part of the example of audit. Maybe we not done a lot, but that will help us. This is about resources. Pick. You missed 3 types of
Just
human organization. Yes, we discussed 3 M's in the past. Okay. Is it yes or inducive, your feeling, your yes, observation method? Excellent. Don't worry, it's just, because for the sake of, understanding. The firm competitive advantage is stronger when, yes, if you have a strong internal audit, yes, is it immutable or non-substitutable, yes, product which your, yes, was true. Okay, distribution is not important when the firm trying to implement backward integration. We can do audit to look around they have applied it or not effectively, yes, true or false, what do you think? So first we need a knowledge about backward integration. If the company said it, yes, they do it, we can do audit, we can look around their strategies.
oh, I got that wrong.
No problem, don't worry. What about the decision, pricing decision? Number of shareholders can affect the pricing decision. If you have more,
If you have more stakeholders, it'll affect the pricing decisions. So I think it should be for at least no.
yes, if 5 is more, so if you have a more, yes,
Yeah.
we'll design a question in a way. Okay, then next, management information system help to enterprise. Information system, you can do audit, the information system is help or not help, yes? Okay, good, well done. So that's fine, no problem, because of course this is not purely just audit for one financial audit. It can be any type of audit. Yes, we were looking,
Yeah.
which is fine. Well done. That's fine. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you book. I'm going to send you some journal articles. Yes, so those will
Yeah.
help further enhance your understanding. Of course, we not done the standard. We just done the internal audit within our company. We discussed about role. Further, we'll go through types of internal control. Yes, internal
Yeah.
control. I'll show you some examples like the payroll. Yes, like we discussed about sale, purchase. Yes, orders and things. So which will go through in the next lesson in our LO2 is more carry on because it's a link. The first is LO is more discussion. Second and third, fourth is more applied, side a bit. Okay, any question?
No, it's probably clear.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks for attending and thanks for listening, guys. And we'll go through in the next lesson, our LO2. Thank you. Bye bye.
The next lesson is on Wednesday, right?